Hey guys, it's Neil. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be coloring the macarons that I sketched in the previous video. I'll also be trying a new set of watercolors that I bought recently, which is the Pentel watercolor set. Somebody recommended me the palette saying that it's very good and affordable, so I decided to give it a go. I also made a color chart on the new set to see how it looks and feels. I have to say I was surprised at how beautiful the colors were. The first one I painted was the sketch with a darker outline that I drew in my sketchbook. Since this is the simpler composition and it involves different vibrant hues, I decided to paint this one first to see how the paint feels. Before I did both these paintings, I made a color chart that I showed in the beginning of the video. And what I found from it was that this felt more like wash paint rather than watercolors. Most of the colors were opaque and flat, with only maybe 5 colors that are transparent, and even the texture of the paint feels a bit thick. So in the beginning I felt a little bit iffy about it, but I think I've grown to kind of like it in the end. The one thing that stood out to me the most was how vibrant the colors were. The hue just seems to pop out and it creates a really nice flat surface. However, depending on how you want to paint, if you like your painting to be a little more textured, I wouldn't really recommend this unless you want to be really heavy-handed with your wet on wet painting technique. To limit your layers. Even the paint felt a bit thick and heavy when I squeezed it out of the tube, and as I mixed the water into the paint, I realized that it felt like wash and it laid down on paper like wash. When I did the wet on wet technique, I found that the paint didn't travel as fast and as far as I imagined as like a watercolor would, so I had to kind of get used to it for these paintings really quickly. However, I liked how cartoony the painting turned out in the end and how easy the paint can be reactivated with water even though it's already dry on paper for a while. But with that said, I do miss the texture and the subtleness of watercolors. I had to also keep in mind that the more layers I build, the more opaque the paint is going to be. And when it's opaque, it's a little bit chalky, like any gouache. And it really doesn't take too much for the paint to be opaque. So I tried to lay down light and dark colors right in the very beginning. So even the bottom layer is already as vibrant as I could push it to be. Yeah, so depending on what you're going for, this might be a good watercolor for you. However, if you're new to watercolors, I don't really think I would recommend this. It's not that it's bad. I somewhat feel that it doesn't exactly represent watercolor enough through the texture of it. Because watercolor is, for me, it's all about the texture and how it flows with water, so I don't think that it represents it enough, if you know what I mean. Like, it feels more like gouache than watercolor. But if you're looking for very vibrant colors, then yes, this is very great. This would also be great if you just do washes, like very limited layers, just washes, because it really doesn't take much at all for the hues to pop out. Anyway, this isn't really a critical review or anything. I just wanted to try this new set and I thought I'd share my thoughts on it with you guys. So the rest of the video is just straightforward. I'll leave you guys to my process of painting the macarons, and I'll see you at the end of the video. we are almost done here. All in all, I think I was quite happy with the painting. It looks and feels different to what I'm used to, but I think I got the hang of it in the end. Hopefully by watching this, you get a good idea of what I meant about the paint. In conclusion, did I enjoy painting with it? Yeah, because I enjoy looking at the bright and vibrant colors. However, did I struggle with it? Kind of in the beginning because I wasn't used to the texture, but I think I got the hang of it very slowly. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the process of this painting, and hopefully you guys learned a little something out of the thoughts that I had on the paint. Have a good day or a good night depending where you are from, and thank you for watching this video. I'll see you at the next one. Bye!